my gosh, have you ever seen such an abomination? Look at these books and like, I can't even hold them. Look at the size. Have you ever seen a stack so huge? I gotta put this down. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Lauren if you haven't met me yet. Today's video I am so excited about because we're finally going to be going over all of the books I read in December and January, both months combined. And guys, we've got quite the amount of books here. I think, what is this, 8 total books, which is pretty, like, not, it doesn't sound good, but whenever you consider that I read 2 1,000-page books, you know what I mean, and another like 600-page book, you know, we're kind of up there, you know? So I like to consider these books as like 3 books in of themselves, you know what I mean? So basically, if you think about it, we read like 20. I don't even know if that math makes sense. Oh well. Without further ado, let's get right on into today's video. So we're gonna start this video out with the books I read in December. 1, because I just never got around to filming my December wrap up, and number 2, because there wasn't enough books that I read in December for me to film a whole video about. So we're just kind of gonna include them in today's video. The first book we've got here is Twisted Love by Anna Huang. This book, oh my gosh. Like when I first read it, let me tell you, I ended up giving it a 5 stars. Absolutely insane. Like what a way to start December. But honestly, thinking back upon it, I changed it to a 4.5 just because, like, I don't know, I honestly at this point even would I even bring it down to a 4? Probably. Yeah, I think so, because like a lot of it I already kind of forgot. Like what even does it say? Like guys, I don't know, something about this book whenever I first read it, it hit so hard in the best way. Like this man Alex Volkov, hello, he's perfection. And like the underlying plot that we had behind this book, like I thought this was just gonna be kind of a cheesy rom-com. No, this is one of those romances where there's gonna be like a plot that really drives the story. Basically, we've got here this girl Ava Chen. She's kind of going through her life, but there's something wrong in the back of her head and she can't exactly place what it is. She's trapped by these nightmares of a childhood that she just can't seem to remember, and so obviously we know something kind of is wrong there. And then we've got this man Alex. Oh my gosh, Alex. He's got kind of his own past, and like together these two characters are working through their pasts, and oh my gosh, like the plot twist in this book was absolutely insane. Like that's just all I'm gonna say, because like our man Alex, like this man will do anything for her. He is like so high up on my book boyfriends list. I need to make an actual list and figure out what my rankings are, but dude, like this man, he quite literally is down bad. Like he's the best protector, and he's just like one of those rich men that will like burn down the world for her. You know what I mean? And yeah, like I said, this is the first book in the Twisted series, so we of course have, you know, the other books. I haven't no, I think I bought one. I bought Twisted Games, which is the second book, but I haven't bought any of the other ones or read any of the other ones. I think there's 4 books total, and they're all kind of like interconnected. Not standalones. I think they all kind of follow. I think you have to read them in order. Maybe. You honestly might not, but I just like the idea of reading the books in order, even if they are interconnected standalones. I don't know. They're just an interconnected series following the same friend group. Every single one of them, I'm sure, is just perfect. I'm super excited to read the next one because it follows a princess and her bodyguard, and basically, let me just tell you, she has kind of like an arranged marriage with someone else for like a politically, you know, the royal kingdom kind of thing, but she's secretly in love with her bodyguard. What will she do? I don't know. I'm just super excited about it. Hopefully I'll get to reading that one in February. Anyway, what did I even, yeah, this is the first book we read in December. Let's move on. Okay, then I decided to pick up Collided by Lauren Asher. This is the second book in the Dirty Air series. There's 4 books total, and they all follow these F1 drivers and their romances, and of course those books all follow, you know, these different characters that are all in the same friend group as well. What are those books called? They're not interconnected standalones, but maybe they are, guys, where like each book follows a different couple but they all know each other. What is that genre called? Honestly, couldn't tell you, but this book was really good. I enjoyed the first book better, honestly, because it just had like more of a plot and a little bit more drama. That one was Throttled, but yeah, this one followed her best friend and another race car driver. It was good. I enjoyed it. Just a little palate cleanser kind of in between. I think, let me make sure what I gave this one. I want to say it was a 3-star. Yep, it was a 3-star. And then my review about it, I said, yes, this was just the cheesy romance I needed. Just solid, you know what I mean? Okay, then guys, here's where it gets kind of serious, okay? Because I decided to pick up the first book in Crescent City. This is The House of Earth and Blood. Hello, this book right here, okay, literally over 800 pages, like 817, something like that. And when I tell you, I flew through it. This is an urban fantasy, okay, so keep that in mind. If you've read like Akatar or Throne of Glass, or even just another fantasy romantasy book, just kind of know that this one's gonna read a little bit different. In that, like, our characters, yes, they're in this fantasy world where there's like fae and the different mythical creatures and magic and world building, but like there's also clubs and cell phones and like I'm pretty sure there's cars. Honestly, I haven't seen a mention of a car, but I know there's like water mopeds and that kind of stuff. So there's boats, like electric boats. I don't know, but oh yeah, there's helicopters too. I forgot about that one. So yeah, they live in like this city, right? Like this modern city. So just keep that in mind. It's a little bit different. This book is also kind of a murder mystery slash like mystery throughout the entire book, and it, like, I was not expecting that going in, but let me just tell you, I got so attached to that plot line. There's also like a little bit of side romance, very much a slow burn. The whole book, slow burn is burning. It pretty much even is in the second book. Let me just tell you, it is absolutely crazy. And yeah, there were some moments that, you know, some tears were shed, let me just say, but the ending, the plot twist at the end, absolutely crazy. Could not see that coming from a mile away. But honestly, yeah, I don't know. People say that this book series isn't their favorite out of the Sarah J Maas 3 series she's written, but honestly, I don't know, because the other two are just so good. Sarah J Maas is my favorite author. Like, she can do no wrong in my eyes. I give this book a 4 stars. I wrote on my review here, I was fiending for another Sarah J Maas. It did not disappoint. And then I put the little like you know what I mean? Yes, it was just perfect. I don't know what I'm gonna do whenever I finish the other last Sarah J Maas's, because of course I've read Akatar, of course I've read Throne of Glass. Absolutely incredible. Like, what am I gonna do whenever I've read all the Sarah J Maas books? Like, hello? We know that she's writing another Akatar, but when is it gonna come out? It's been years, yo. Nothing. Okay, so then I decided to pick up the second book in the Lightlark series. This is Nightbane by Alex Astor. Guys, if y'all don't know, this book is a little bit of a love triangle going on. Like, I say a little bit, it's a love triangle, you know what I mean? And honestly, I kind of made my mind up on the love triangle in book 1. I don't know how I am when it comes to love triangles. Like, there's certain like the books, you know, where you just simply can't choose. Those stress me out, okay? This one, it was a little less stressful in that, like, I made my decision, but like at the same time, I get annoyed whenever she's liking the other love interest instead of the one I prefer. Yeah, I completely thought this book was gonna go one way. It went the exact opposite, but honestly, I wasn't really disappointed in it. Like, I still enjoyed it. Yes, I gave it a 4 stars overall, and I wrote Grimm is everything, because yes, he is. And this actually, I put 2 little mini tabs in this book. What did I say? Oh yeah, here we go. Grimm's voice was lethally calm as he said, which one? And I kind of like skip around a little bit, and then he says, Isla, which one did this to you? And then he goes, fine, all of them then. There was a chorus of cracks as all their necks were broken in tandem. Like, hello, access service man, yes. And then, oh my gosh, this other tab, he says, please, he said, sounding pain, please tell me you want this. And then he goes, I know if I touch you again it will kill me, but I think I might die if I don't. He ate and left no crumbs. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Lightlark, oh, I guess I should probably kind of like explain the plot a little bit. Guys, this is a little bit of a romantasy series, okay? We have the first book, Lightlark. I'm not gonna explain what this one is just because I think you should only explain the first book in the series and then just let the rest do their thing. But Lightlark, we basically have this magical island that appears every 100 years, and these different people are going to compete to break these curses that have been placed on their lands, and they only do that by winning the games on Lightlark, which is called the Centennial. That might be a little bit confusing, but just go with it. I feel like, honestly, I went in blind and I really did enjoy it a lot. Yeah, I would recommend. Then guys, what am I if not a switcher of genres? Okay, I then picked up All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Dewar. This is a historical fiction set in World War II. This really focuses on the bombings that were going on between Germany and, what is it, France? Okay, honestly, I'm just gonna say this now. I'm not a World War II expert by any means, so I apologize if I'm kind of butchering the facts here, but basically we have these 2 different kids. One of them is a young girl living in France with her father. She is actually blind, and so that puts a lot of hindrance on her life and how she sees the world. Why did I say that? How she experiences the world. You know what I mean? And then we also have this young boy. He is growing up in Germany, and he's an orphan. Both his parents died. I think his dad died in the mine. I don't know about his mom, but it's really devastating because this poor boy, he's being corrupted by the German government at the time. Obviously, we know what was going on, and it just goes to explain how many people were fighting for the cause that they didn't even know what it was about and what the truth behind it actually was. They were just so blinded behind just trying to do right by their country, and I feel like especially in the kids that they were forcing to do these things. I don't know, okay? Let me just clarify once again, I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to World War II. Like, I'm not a history expert at all, but yeah, nevertheless, I really did enjoy the story. I think that stories like this are very important to tell. There's so much more to it than that, but that's all I'm probably gonna say. Really, really devastating. We get kind of a flip between the past and the present as these bombings are going on, and these kids at the end of the day, they're just trying to survive, you know? Who is being so loud? Hello? Is that the trash guy? It better be. Yeah, I just really love this book a lot. I love the message behind it. So powerful and devastating to read about, but like so important, if you know what I mean. And I ended up giving it a 4-star overall. I said here, wow, this was incredible. I feel so heartbroken for what could have been. Only taking down a star because I am not the biggest historical fiction fan in general, so at times I was a bit bored, but such an incredible story and message. Okay, yeah, there we go. Then guys, y'all aren't even gonna believe where we went next, okay? Because this book, or this month, we just had like a back-to-back bangers. Like, y'all ask why I like to read so much, and that's because there's books like these, okay? Like, little did I know I would find the best romance book I have ever read in my entire life in the month of January. This book, guys, if you're wondering, I picked up Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. This is the first book in the Boys of Tommen series. Guys, this book has been on my TBR for years, like literally years. And for some reason, I was just so like put off by the fact of reading it because I was just so nervous. Like, I knew so many people just absolutely love this series with their entire hearts, and it just devastates them, but like in the best way. And like, I was nervous that I wasn't gonna feel the same. I don't know, but nevertheless, I loved this series so much. Okay, Johnny and Shannon, like, stop. Like, when I tell you they were playing the song She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5 today at my work, and I was about to cry. Yep, but I don't even want to explain this book or this series in general, but I'm gonna like say it vaguely. Basically, we have this girl. She comes from a horrendous childhood, and like not even just childhood, like even throughout high school, she's bullied. She has a terrible home life, okay? Nothing is going right for her, and she just feels at times like, what is even the point of anything anymore? And so finally her mother ends up putting her into this new school so she can at least escape the bullies at school, and there she meets this amazing rugby player named Johnny Kavanaugh. I don't know how to say his last name, to be honest. And yeah, that man simply worships the ground she walks on. He will do anything for her. Literally, like, he knows that something's wrong in her head and she won't tell anyone. And I just cannot wait to see how he stands up for her, especially because they have another book in the series. Okay, like, this is just their first part, and 6 stars. Literally have not been able to stop thinking about this book. My entire For You page is Johnny and Shannon, and the rest of the Boys of Tommen characters. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna only have 2 books by them. And let me tell you guys, this is not a short book. Like, this book is 600 pages, over 600 pages on its own. It doesn't look like it because it's one of those tall thingies with like thin Bible pages, but destroyed me. Like, honestly, if I hadn't waited to film this video, I'd probably be crying about it because yeah. Yep. Just read it and find out. That's all I'm gonna say. Then we've got yet another book in the Light Dark saga. This is Skyshade by Alex Astor. This is the 3rd book in that little series. Guys, let me tell you, I thought going into this that this was the end of the series, okay? Like, I thought Miss Isla, I thought she was gonna make her choice in this book. Like, what? She literally still can't pick between these 2 dudes, okay? Hasn't picked by the end of it. I don't even know when she's gonna pick. I don't know how many books there's gonna be in the series, but yeah. Don't get me wrong, the story was still good. Went in a good direction. I was entertained. I just wanted more. Like, I feel like, honestly, if she picked in this book or the book before, we could have just gone with that. Either villainized the other person, or I don't know. Like, I feel like there's so many other ways you could go with this besides just dragging out the love triangle. But I understand there's people that enjoy that genre, so maybe this book just isn't for me, or the series isn't for me. The other book I gave more tabs, but this one I literally just gave 1. Oh yeah, this is whenever she was about to stab someone, and then he reached up, dragged the knife down his chest until it reached his heart. Then he patted her hand and said, "Go ahead, it's yours anyway." My bruh. Okay. Yep. Crazy work. I love their relationship, but I don't love that she's still obsessed with this other guy. Like, it just makes me mad internally whenever she's still so hyper fixated on this other man. I'm like, girl, make your choice already, okay? What did I rate this? 3 stars probably? Yeah. I rated it 3 stars, and then I wrote on here, I wish Miss Girl would just pick already, basically. Then guys, we have my current read. Can you believe it? What more would I do than go ahead and pick up the second Crescent City book. This is House of Sky and Breath, and look at that cover. That is absolutely artistic and beautiful. I just love that cover, and let me tell you, I've heard mixed reviews about this book, but I am eating it up, okay? Completely different, like, part of the story. I mean, it still kind of ties in, but like, we're not just harping on the same thing as the first book, you know what I mean? Like, we're branching out, we're going more places, meeting new people, exploring new conflicts and topics, and I am loving it, okay? What percent am I at? I don't know. About like there. I've read more than half. I've read all of this. So we're gonna see how much longer it takes me to get through this book. It's been taking me a good little chunk, but I'm not disappointed on it. Like, I have not been bored yet. One thing about me is I love a long book. I will sit there and just read forever. I mean, y'all know my thoughts about the first one. Really good. The slow burn, still burning. Oh my gosh. The one thing I will say that's kind of like might be taking down a little star is I feel like we're switching POVs too often, if that makes sense. Like, we'll be in one person's POV for like a page or not even, and then we'll switch, and it just doesn't really give me enough time to really adjust to what's going on. Like, as soon as I start getting back into the story, we'll switch to someone else's POV, and so that's kind of made it a little bit harder for me to just sit there and really binge the book, because I get to a stopping point and I'm like, oh, we're in someone else's POV, like, I guess we'll just go to something else. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of my thoughts. But overall, yes, I haven't finished it yet, but eager to see where we go. Guys, I'm not picking all those books up, but there you have it, the 8 books that I've read in December and January. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing all my reads, all my thoughts and opinions. As always, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to also go down there and follow my BookTok account. It's growing and I couldn't be happier about it. I started it in January and we're already almost at 1,000 followers on there, which is super cool. Thanks guys so much for that. And yeah, stay tuned for future videos. I'll be trying to post 1 to 2 times a week, so we'll just see what happens. My job is giving me more hours, so that's cool, but also we're trying our best. Anyway, thanks so much everybody for watching. I love you all so much and have a great day. Bye.